Anytime the city reaches out to the community to ask about their priorities and our focus areas and how they want us to spend our budget, we hear a really common refrain. And one of those is public safety. People want to feel safe and secure in Greeley. I'm here today with Kristen Duus, the Public Information Officer for the Greeley Police Department. And Kristen's here to talk about a new initiative happening within the Greeley Police Department to really help advance public safety using modern technology. So that is called the Real-Time Information Center. Kristen, thank you for being here today.
Absolutely.
What's the Real-Time Information Center?
So the Real-Time Information Center is exactly what it sounds like. It provides real-time information to our officers that are in the field. This helps leverage technology to get the most up-to-date information for our officers that are out there, and they are able to impact officer safety, public safety, and also the response times for anything happening within the community.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about the why. You kind of covered it there. It helps us with response times, we're being more efficient, but why, say, invest in this and not just more officers? What does this do that's so unique?
So we consider our dispatch to be the ears of our community. When people call 911, they've got the dispatch on the line, so the dispatch can hear what's going on. The RTIC, or the Real-Time Information Center, is the eyes of our community. We've got cameras all over the place. So it helps paint a more complete picture for our officers that are responding. If our cameras can see an event that's going on, they can relay it to our officers, and our officers can help our officers determine whether or not it's something that they need to go lights and sirens for, or if it's a little bit safer of a call that they can take their time and get there, or how it helps them prioritize how they need to respond.
The difference between, like, in a traffic accident between 5-car pileup and a fender bender.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Real quick, we have a lot of questions we get from the community about this technology, what it can and can't do. Okay. I'm going to do some rapid fire questions. I'm going to check my notes. Okay, here we go. Do you keep an archive or recording of camera footage so that we can rewind and look back at past video?
We have a 30-day archival through our FAQs program.
Okay, so we can rewind time. Very cool. Okay, do our cameras have audio?
They do not have audio. No, we don't have capabilities for that.
Cool. Okay. Do the cameras use facial recognition technology?
No.
Okay, great. Good to know. I know that's a concern for people. A lot of people, myself included, love an action film, and you see sort of this idea of, like, we're going to find this guy anywhere in the world. And okay, we don't do that. We can't do that.
Still have to rely on humans to recognize a person in it. We do not have that technology.
Cool. Okay, last one. And can you tap into private camera feeds? Any camera in the city, someone's Ring camera on their front porch, can we access those whenever we'd like?
We do not have the access to do that. If officers are looking for footage of a specific area, they can send out an email or a notification to that aspect of the community and say, hey, we're looking for something that happened in this area. If you have a doorbell camera, if you're registered with us and have caught something on camera, can you please provide that footage to us?
Cool. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about that because I know we have, historically in Greeley, we've had a neighborhood camera program. We are continuing that, and it does integrate with this technology. So when can someone share their footage? Why might they want to share their footage? How does that relationship with GPD work?
So they register on our site, Connect Greeley, and that's how they can share their footage with us. So people want to do that, especially you want to keep your community safe. So if you have an influx of car thefts in your area and you happen to be able to catch that those thefts on camera, being able to provide that footage to us is really what helps us catch who those thieves are.
Cool. Okay, so this is how the program works. You say, hey, I have a camera, this is my address, but Greeley Police is still not tapping into that camera. It is just a relationship where they can go, hey, we know somebody who lives in that area. They might have footage we can use.
Yes, we have access to see who has registered and their addresses. So if we know of an area where something happened, we can reach out to businesses and private residences saying, can you provide us this footage? But we will not get that footage without their permission.
Got it. And I know a lot of other communities have this. We're the first in northern Colorado, but this is a common model in other cities, especially larger cities. A lot of places call it their real-time crime center. We call it our real-time information center. What are some of the ways we could use this sort of outside the traditional crime environment? I know we had talked about, like, accidents. What about a missing persons report?
We did have an incident like that, a missing person from a school recently. A parent had gone to pick up their child from school and they didn't find their student there. So we were able to backtrack on our camera footage and see that the student had gone left rather than right when they were leaving the school. And we were able to take that from a critical incident down to a non-incident, and they were able to find the missing child very quickly.
Incredible. And that's wonderful to hear. That I think a lot of people assume, okay, this is all traffic stops, or it's all one kind of interaction, but this technology can do a lot of important things, and it's technology we already have at the city but wasn't synced up before. And we have this one unit and this one space where people are really looking together. Tell me some more success stories. What's a way that this is already at work in the community that we're seeing positive success from this interaction?
So like the one we said, it's not just all capturing crime, it's also saving lost children. But one that we had recently was really interesting, and we've got 4 RTIC techs right now, and they work really great together. So we had a vehicle that was stolen at about midnight, and 3 hours later, 2 more vehicles were stolen, and then a couple hours later, another vehicle was stolen, all throughout the entire area of Greeley, ranging from 8th Avenue all the way out to Promontory. Our RTIC personnel were able to connect that these were all from the same people, and within a few days, one of our RTIC personnel was off duty, and she recognized one of the stolen vehicles, and she called it in and said, hey, I see this vehicle out at the QT on West 10th Street, and our cameras were able to track it and get police on patrol out there, and they were able to catch the thieves that were involved in stealing 4 vehicles within a matter of hours or days.
So what I'm hearing from you is it's a job that has no off time, that even when you're off duty, you're still the eyes of the city.
It goes on all the time. These cameras run 24/7, so even if the facility isn't manned at the time, we can always go back, and if the cameras caught that angle, we'll be able to track that footage.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking some time today to tell us about the Real-Time Information Center. It's this new technology solution that I know a lot of people have questions about. For folks who are interested in signing up for the camera program, we will put up here on the screen how you can register your camera, find more information about that community program. But also, if you're really just in a fact-finding phase, if you just want to know more, on March 13th, we had a community meeting and we answered a lot of these questions, and some of the things we did rapid fire today, we went really in depth on to better understand how this technology is at work in our community. If you go to the community's Civic Clerk online portal or on our YouTube channel, you can find a recording of that meeting and get more in-depth answers, really hear what this new center does, what it looks like, how it's functioning here in Greeley, and again, reiterate how you can get involved if that is something you are interested in.